Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Blast Review Show. Coming up, you see right here the man called the Fireball, The Rock. Man, a shocking appearance tonight. What is The Rock's going to do? The Rock just stood there and watched as he saw tonight Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teamed up for the first time ever. And who knows, might be the last time Cody and Roman teaming up against the Bloodline. We'll get that coming up. But we kick things off with the Bad Blood Predicted Review Show with this. Hell in a Cell kicks off the show, and Hell in a Shell kicks off between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, who really have bad blood. We'll get to this as it starts right now here on the Bad Blood Review Show on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kenny Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Bad Blood Review Show. I say Predict.com. We had the Predict.com as a talent piece where you want to watch before we predict the matches. I had predicted. But thanks for all watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show special. Hell in a Cell for Bad Blood Review. Let's not get started. Let's get things started right now. Right here, right now. And we kick things off with this. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. These two have been at each other's throats for almost the whole entire year. And it culminated at SummerSlam with Drew winning at SummerSlam. And then at Bash in Berlin, CM Punk getting his hands raised in victory. And that's lethal in that leather scrap match to make it even. So this was the rubber match when you asked me between these two guys. This was so personal. It's been personal ever since this whole entire year, ever since CM Punk returned at Survivor Series. CM Punk really trying to cave himself in to get something going. He wanted to win the Royal Rumble match. It wasn't that possible. He became the runner-up. But he eliminated Drew McIntyre, which set the chain of events to this match right here between these two. And it all started with the beads with CM Punk, beads of his bracelet with his wife and his dog's name on it. We told you Punk got the victory over Drew McIntyre, defeating Drew McIntyre the way he did, and him getting his measure of revenge. Well, Drew McIntyre was not satisfied one bit. Drew McIntyre wanted to show that he needed another match against CM Punk. He wanted to go deep down the barrel of debts and stuff to do what he needed to do to get his match against Punk. And I think Punk felt mutually the same way. So Punk and Drew McIntyre decided that, hey, we need to end this rivalry. We need to end this rivalry for good. We really can't stand each other. We really want to beat the holy crap out of each other. So that's what the compromise Hell in a Cell came into play. And Hell in a Cell did come into play tonight as these two men fiercely can't stand each other. They wanted to beat the holy crap out of each other, and they did. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre beat each other pillar to post. You can see right here the damaging effects of the Hell in a Cell as CM Punk got busted open. And Punk got really busted open as Drew got busted open as well. Drew McIntyre took a hit to the toolbox and got really busted open. I mean, this match was so barbaric. I mean, it was neither man not going to be the same. I can tell you that right now. Neither man. They both took a beating and took a, you know what? You can see Drew busted open without in moments of the match when Drew had suplexed CM Punk into the table. Drew and CM Punk couldn't move. CM Punk couldn't move for a minute. Punk was kind of stirring. You can tell he was exhausted from what he had went through and what he was trying to do and what he needed to do. But nothing much that CM Punk um, managed a way to take Drew McIntyre off his game. Drew was trying to hit the Claymore kick on the steel steps for CM Punk. CM Punk turned around, countered it, and wrapped chains around his knee and hit to go to sleep and got the 1, 2, 3 over Drew McIntyre as I predicted. CM Punk won the match. CM Punk wins, but he barely couldn't move or stand. You can tell CM Punk slammed the cage door, got the win. We don't know what's next for Punk, but Drew McIntyre and Punk, neither man that's gonna be the same. I can tell you that right now. Neither man, they busted each other wide open, and it was really a good, decent, good Hell in a Cell match. I can say that right now. Um, CM Punk now might want to turn his aspirations to Gunther, if that's going to be the case. CM Punk versus Gunther, what a match that's going to be down the road. But we don't know what's next for Drew. Um, where do they go from here? Because this match led to me thinking CM Punk had to get oxygen. CM Punk wasn't really on his tippy toes tonight because he was out of it. I mean, when you're out of it like that, and then you trying to put in a classic milk like that, you got to wonder, you got to think like, man, he collapsed and stuff. You know, and, you know what went down. So hopefully this will be a proven mechanism. Like, hey, if you want to watch modern match, this is the match you need to watch for psychology and ring ship and stuff. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre brought it. More credit to Drew for making CM Punk look good tonight. He did so tonight. Drew took the loss, net the loss, but hey, Drew came out better than what he expected. But neither man, I tell you that right now, ain't gonna be the same as they did. So know how that goes. So CM Punk emerged victorious over a bloody fallen Drew McIntyre. Same with CM Punk. They're both bloody, and they're gonna be the same. I can tell you that right now. So, congratulations in order for CM Punk doing what he needed to do to shut the door on this rivalry and perhaps move forward to a new feud down the road. So hey, you know how that goes. All right, we go over to another match that I did not expect had bad blood to take place. I thought the Women's World Championship match was going to be the next match, which Dominic Mysterio in the Shark Cage, Liv Morgan defending the championship against Rhea Ripley. Well, we that didn't turn out. It did, but we can get to the match now. Rhea Ripley thought she had Dominic Mysterio trapped where she wanted him. I think all these um, fans with Dominic and Rhea, Dominic and Liv, now the new power couple of WWE. Like Dominic and Liv feel like, hey, we can beat the territory. Remember last month when they had that little mixed tag team match and Rhea Ripley defeated Liv Morgan and got the win. Rhea Ripley needed to get a win over Liv Morgan. I know Rhea Ripley was trying her hardest to make sure how she was gonna get a fair advantage with Dominic not involving himself in the match. But Rhea Ripley told Dominic, hey, you're gonna be inside a shark cage. And that what it was tonight. Rhea Ripley tried to get her revenge and get her her stuff together tonight. Rhea Ripley getting himself Rhea Ripley trying to figure out ways to win. And that what it was tonight. Rhea Ripley did so, tried to. Dom was suspended. But a returning Raquel Rodriguez coming out of nowhere and attacking Rhea Ripley. Match ended in no dis contest and stuff after Raquel Rodriguez helped her former tag team partner Liv. Liv taking everything away from Rhea. I think Rhea having the worst 2024 being on top at WrestleMania, winning over Becky, and then Liv Morgan coming out of nowhere, stealing her momentum, stealing her man, just stealing everything in sight. So I think Rhea Ripley is gonna have to really, really figure out what she's gonna have to do next because I mean Rhea Ripley got embarrassed tonight by Raquel Rodriguez as another obstacle in Liv's way, Rhea's way, I meant to say, to combat Rhea. Liv's trying to use any and everything she can to turn against her. So Raquel Rodriguez might get a new wrinkle of her being a heel over Rhea Ripley, being the enforcer in the backup for Liv Morgan down the road. So we can see that being that way and how that's going to play a part with this dynamic. Liv, Dominic, and now Raquel, all of them on the same page to take down Rhea Ripley. Well, also too, we get to this Rhea's Terror Twin tag team partner, Damian Priest. He wanted to settle the score tonight. Damian Priest wanted to get his hands on Finn Balor. Damian Priest felt like Finn Balor was the one that cost him his opportunity of not retaining the world championship. After Finn did what he needed to do, Finn got that opportunity as well. Finn is saying that he got oversighted by Damian because Damian became champion. It felt like Damian wasn't in all for the Judgment Day, and this new faction and what's going on. Finn did try to do as much he could, but it just wasn't enough. Finn Balor gets the win over Damian Priest, pinning Damian Priest to get the 1, 2, 3. This feud is far from over. I can tell you that right now between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. You can just sense it. You can tell it. Damian Priest gonna have to find more ways than ever to do what he needs to do. But Damian Priest get the win over Finn Balor. I think it was kind of like the lesser match, but it had to happen because it was more of a bad buzz scenario tonight. Speaking of that, on SmackDown, the WWE Women's Championship was on the line. It's Bailey taking on Nia Jax, a rematch from SummerSlam after Bailey lost her championship to Nia at SummerSlam. Bailey wanted to get some wins, and she needed this win after she was kind of having tension and stuff. But behind the scenes yesterday was that with the women's championship picture, Nia, um, Tiffany Stratton, Bailey, and Naomi all in the women's championship picture. But really, it's kind of the big story is this: when will Tiffany Stratton be fed up with Nia and the abuse and stuff, the humiliation and the talk down and stuff of her that maybe Tiffany gets finally fed up and tired that she wants to kind of cash in because Tiffany has that power and that briefcase to cash in on Nia. Nia a little bit concerned and a little bit angry and mad and reluctant that Bailey had brought up that situation that Bailey could take the championship or Tiffany could take the championship away. Tiffany saying that she vowed to Nia that she would not do that whenever. But everyone has their issues at the end of the day. Well, Nia did defeat Bailey. Bailey did put up an effort. Bailey had moments that in the match that she could have won the match, but it just wasn't enough for Bailey. And I think Bailey kind of didn't know how to do it or how to react and stuff. But Bailey lost her opportunity, and we thought Tiffany was gonna cash in on Nia. That wasn't the case. Nia Jax put Tiffany Stratton, put Baylor away. That leads to those concerns that Nia is still upset with Tiffany Stratton after Tiffany thought about cashing in on her. Nia does not want that and does not need that being able to get herself over and stuff. I think that's what Nia is trying to do. Nia is trying to figure out ways now how to quickly dissolve that. Nia saying she's the queen. We're really awaiting Charlotte Flair. Whenever Charlotte Flair returns, that's going to be a moment right there in the sun. But she still had to keep her options on Tiffany Stratton because Tiffany Stratton is in the back, waiting to see when is the right opportunistic time to cash in that briefcase and perhaps become the WWE Women's Champion whenever Tiffany decides so. So you can see that being a possibility as well. Nia Jax, as I predicted, wins her match over Bailey and did so effectively and efficiently. But Nia's getting better with her move set, so kudos to Nia. Well, Triple H, the game. Triple H had a announcement, and Triple H had the announcement tonight that in nearly almost a month, the game made the announcement. Triple H made the announcement that at Crown Jewel there will be a brand supremacy match. So it'll be the world champions of the men's division on Raw and SmackDown will wrestle each other. So whoever's the reigning WWE World Heavyweight Champion representing Raw, which is right now Gunther. If he doesn't win his match against Sami Zayn, it could be Sami Zayn or Gunther. We don't know. We'll see. Will wrestle the SmackDown WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. If he has a championship match or defense or whatever it'll be, it might be Kevin Owens. Who knows? The WWE versus World Champion for the Crown Jewel Championship. There's going to be added twist to it. Did not see that coming. I think they're doing that brand supremacy stuff. World champion versus world champion. Same way for the women's division. Nia could meet Liv Morgan or vice versa. If they have some obstacles in their way leading towards Crown Jewel. So we're gonna have two matches. One match for the world champ. One match be SmackDown versus Raw. World champion versus world champion. SmackDown versus Raw, Women's World Champion versus Women's Champion. So a lot of elements in this match that I kind of confused. Like they're just trying to drag this on a little bit for the storyline. So at the end, they're dragging it. So hey, we'll see. It's a good concept, but it's kind of like outdated. Why we need a championship to prove who's the best and the best and the best? Kind of makes it redundant to me, but hey, to each his own. But just a time, just to fill the time, just to fill it in for something else. That's what it looked like to me. Like get one month over and we move on to another thing. So this is the championship. It says 25 gold carats. Um I'm not crazy about it. It's just a championship. I'm sick and tired of new championships. Okay, we get it. Every now and then get brand new, but not every dozen times over and over again. Let's move on from that and let's get something going. Um, if that works for them, that works for them. But we'll have that at the Crown Jewel. Predict the outcome review down the road. Well, Triple H wasn't the only person that was in the house. Goldberg was in attendance. Goldberg was there at the Triple H made the historic announcement. Goldberg sitting down with his son Cage, who played for Colorado with under Deion Sanders. Goldberg was there. Goldberg looks like he might get his match in WWE. Goldberg may be trying to get a match against Gunther. Gunther said he was his favorite. Bret Hart was his favorite wrestler. That Goldberg is. Um, we know that Gunther is probably trying to play heel and playing an arrogant heel as always. Gunther saying it's beneath us, and we can see Goldberg getting one more match against Gunther, and perhaps for the world championship. Goldberg versus Gunther. Who would ever thought and think about that? But it could be a possibility. We'll see. We'll see how that's going to play out and go down eventually. But Goldberg was in the house in Atlanta. The historic moments Goldberg playing football for the Falcons, um, won the WCW championship in Atlanta against Hollywood Hulk Hogan on that big night in WCW in Georgia. I mean, that's one of the nights you'll never forget. I was mainly a WCW fan with Goldberg in mind. I was Austin Goldberg. I was both, but I lean towards Goldberg because of the jackhammer and the spear. So Goldberg all the way. But Goldberg was in the house. Goldberg, an instant legend in Atlanta, a former WCW champion. Also another WCW champion, the five time WCW champion Booker T. Booker T also former WWE champion as well, world champion, and the color commentator on NXT on the CW network. So Booker T was in the house as well. Booker T showing his appreciation as well. Um, Xavier Woods was in Atlanta too. He was trying to promote the Dragon Ball Z car. So I don't know what's going on with that. Also in the house too, little rapper, little baby, the most platinum artist, Grammy winning artist, little baby was in the house with his family, enjoying enjoying the festivities tonight. The baby was in the house. Who else was in the house tonight? Um, the Big Daddy Pump, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, Bianca Belair family was behind him. But Scott Steiner, another former WCW champion, was in the house. Scott Steiner, the Steiner mouth. Well, all my freaks out there, holler if you hear me. Scott Steiner was out there. Told you Goldberg was out there as well. Goldberg trying to blaze a trail as well. Um, I mean, I looked at pictures now. Goldberg with his son Cage, and I mean, man, time flies by as quick as they can. Also, too, was in the house. Former WWE Women's Champion, Hall of Famer Jackie Moore was in the house. Jacqueline, she during the festivities in Atlanta as well. Jackie was there. Also, there was X Pac, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson. They all was there. Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, member of the Four Horsemen, founding members, and also members of the Brain Busters back in the day. And also too Quavo, rapper of Quavo. He was out there. Quavo from Migos. I know him Offset don't get him on no more, but hey, Quavo was in the house as well. So Quavo was there. So hey, there was a lot of celebrities out. I'm surprised nobody didn't ask them to be the host and stuff. I don't know. I guess Bianca and Bianca and you know and Jay and all them. They was out there to host and stuff. It was one minute where Quavo was not Quavo, but Chelsea Green came out there and she was talking and someone said, go on, take another bath or something. I guess they're trying to make fun of Chelsea about like dumpster match and stuff and what went down and stuff. But it was funny and stuff. But we lead to this right here. The tag team match. Cody Rhodes, team up with Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns team up for the first time in I don't know in ever. Last time we seen Roman Reigns was in a match against Cody when he lost the championship to Cody. And he's taking on the new bloodline, Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa and his disciple, his savage warrior Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu said, "My tribal chief. I love my tribal chief." Jacob Fatu kills me when he says his stuff, but it's funny, but it's effective. He's a savage. He's a savage, all right. Jacob Fatu doing that. But Cody Rhodes had a band play him to the ring. We know that they was on viral. I think they felt a little bit nervous, but hey, Cody was out there soaking in all the energy in his hometown, Atlanta, and Cody Rhodes wanted that moment and that momentum and stuff. Roman Reigns came out there as the tribal chief, and Roman Reigns getting himself into peak condition as well. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes here to play. And the Roman said he gave his word to Cody that he's just here to help Cody and try to take down the new bloodline. Roman did so with the help of Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso came out of nowhere after Solo sits. Someone was out there and told his disciples, Tomatonga and Tyler Owner, to keep an eye on the man in the hoodie. And he did so tonight. And he did it tonight. And Roman get the help of his needs right here. I wanted to see Roman versus Jacob Fatu. There's going to be a match right there down the road, Roman versus Jacob Fatu, but that didn't happen. Roman Reigns, they're saving that for cause and effect, but who knows when that's going to be. They're trying not touch right now, but like I said, Jimmy came out there, helped aid Roman to get the win. Jimmy did what he needed to do and helped Roman get the win, and they embraced Jimmy, now a babyface. Now this might help Jimmy out to propel himself to need what he needs to do and stuff. But hey, we see how that went down. Roman getting the win and stuff. But at the match right here, the bloodline attacking Cody, taking down Cody one by one. After Roman and them came up, Roman and Jimmy decided to help make the save to Cody, and Cody was grateful. And Cody said that Roman kept his word, and Roman did keep his word. Roman did keep his word until the final boss, The Rock, made an appearance. The Rock walking gently to the to the to the entrance. Rock didn't really say as much. Rock just stood there and looked at Cody and Roman. This is the same situation we was earlier this year. Rock and Roman and Cody, when Cody decided like, oh, you ain't gonna take my moment, and you can tell the Rock team, okay, it was supposed to be me versus Roman at WrestleMania, but you delayed that even more. So Cody, in the middle of this heated situation, we don't know what the Rock's gonna do or what the Rock's gonna say, but you can tell for the bottom dollar, I can tell you right now, The Rock has something in store. I won't be surprised. The Rock is the mastermind behind the new bloodline to say, hey, Roman, you failed me, you failed everybody. We me and everybody else decided amongst ourselves to kick you out, and you didn't even see it coming. So that be a possibility as well. So hey, you never know. I'm looking forward to seeing what's gonna go down on that. Well, we got some more breaking news to share. That we know that Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens got an issue on the line, but Kevin Owens saw that video when he saw Cody and Roman broke a deal to team together to take down the bloodline. And I think Kevin Owens was not happy about it. Kevin Owens felt some type of way about that when Cody and Roman had their moment in Atlanta to work together as a team. Well, we can show you this right here. After the event, this what happened. Cody Rhodes getting ambushed and attacked on his bus by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, um, man, Kevin Owens getting attacked. Kevin Owens, being I mean, you should have saw this coming. The tensions was coming. Tensions were laying. I was like, oh man, this is some deep. You know what? So hey, I mean, I saw this come a mile away, and now the tensions are deep. That Roman and Cody teaming up together, and I think that's what was going on and stuff between Roman and Cody. But now Kevin Owens now feels like that Cody's not doing what he need to do, and Cody trying to figure out what he wants to do and when he needs to do it. So like you said, it's not the weak at heart and stuff, but I don't know. I'm assuming that they're gonna have a championship match. The championship match will probably sell this score between these two men on what they need to do, on what they have to do, and we'll see how this is gonna go between them because I mean this came out of nowhere, and Kevin Owens, it's been boiling for months, but did not see this coming tonight, and it did. Cody Rhodes was trying to Kevin Owens was trying to confront Cody, and Cody felt some type of way about it, and I think Cody wanted to make it seem like, hey, you're not for me, you're against me, and I'm gonna make sure you're gonna get yours down the road, and I'm gonna make seem that you're gonna get it one way or another. I think that's what's it's gonna happen. But ambushing like that, I don't know what's gonna lead to. We'll see on SmackDown this week how this gonna play out because I mean, instantly for real. We'll see, man, man, oh man, we'll see how this all gonna play out when So hey, let's we'll see how this all play. But whatever the Rock's gonna be involved in this is something else. But hey, this is something that we're gonna keep a close eye on, and we'll just go from there. But man, the Rock coming out of nowhere and declaring that he got something going on, and now we see that Jimmy and Roman are reunited. What this leading towards to, we'll see. We will see how this all play out. But this Bad Blood was a good show. I think the moment of the night was that, as well as the Hell in a Cell between Drew and Punk. Don't know what this is gonna lead to, and how this is gonna go down and stuff. But I'm intrigued to see what's next with The Rock going to do as well and stuff. And how that's gonna be with, with, with this, and then The Rock and Roman and Cody, this whole escalated and stuff. So hey, let's see. Before we go, a, a fan tweeted out on X that on the Hell in a Cell. This is what this fan said about on the Hell in a Cell on X. I literally never thought I would see this level of bleeding back in WWE. This is John Cena '05 level blood. Wrestling is back so good, on fire. I guess because of the blood, we saw the bloodshed between Drew and CM Punk. That it goes with that. So hey, however that may be, blood, but it was a match. Bad Blood was a match to not remember. So hey, we'll see. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show Special, the Bad Blood Review Show. I've been your host, Kenny Dick, saying thanks for watching. We'll see you for more Raw Ring Report Monday here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you.